Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm back with another F1 2016 Career Mode episode, and today we go to Canada for round 7 of this season. Let's go! So before we go to practice, I just want to see what upgrades are available, and I think I'm probably going to go for the downforce upgrade, or the drag. I'm not too sure. They'd both be useful really, but I'm going to go for the drag, just because we're going to Baku next after Canada, so it will help us there.
Here we are, live in Montreal at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, where the teams are making final preparations before today's practice session gets underway. I'm here with Anthony Davidson once again. Nice to see you, Ant, and I wanted to ask you about how you go about improving the car over the course of a practice session. How much would you say is already known from the pre-race simulations? And how much do you have to do, how much do you have to work on with a real car on a real circuit?
Well, that's a good question, Crofty, and I suppose the simple answer is that there's no such thing as too much information. As you say, the bigger teams have very complex simulations, vast numbers of clever people crunching the numbers back at base, but what they can't tell you is stuff like how the track condition's going to be, or what the temperature's going to be doing over the course of the day, and how all of that's going to be interacting with the tyre. There are so many millions of tiny variables involved in getting these cars around a racetrack quickly, but the computer can't tailor the car to a driver's specific balance requirements. At some point, you still need to put a human being in there and have them feel it through the seat of their pants. And that's why we end up with different drivers having different setups. So what I'm trying to say is, Crofty, nothing beats on-track testing.
Overall, practice went well. I did most of my good running in the wet, as you can see here with the track acclimatization test. And I did well in the tyre wear, however it didn't seem to save the progress I did. When I returned to garage, as you can see after this black screen, there, it didn't seem to save it. So I just went to the qualifying pace test after that. It was on full wets as well, however I did fairly well with this actually. I was able to beat the Delta, so I was happy with practice on the whole, as you can see there. There we go, purple times. Here are the resource points I earned during the practice sessions.
This morning. Everyone's talking about this new rival you have. Check his stats out.
So yeah, I skipped it there, but hopefully you saw what happened anyway. Our new rival is Max Verstappen, so nice to see that, although don't think we'll really be rivaling him on track, just in stats and lap times and things like that. Here's our session goal.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
So that's what the team wants to expect of us from qualifying. Let's go to qualifying now. Great to say that qualifying was dry, luckily, and I was very quick through all 3 sectors, of course, because I have set pole position ahead of the race on Sunday, so there you go. Around there, I don't think my engineer is going to say anything over the radio, but I got P1 for the race, so let's go to the start.
There is, as I look out of my commentary box window, a very large and very excited crowd here today, eagerly anticipating another memorable race. Lewis Hamilton took his maiden win on this circuit in 2007. Jenson Button came from last place to win here in 2011. And there's certainly no shortage of drama on offer here at the Canadian Grand Prix. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. It's a favourite for fans and drivers alike then here in Canada. We're used to seeing the unexpected happen here, and with me today to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who knows firsthand the surprises that can pop up in this race.
I do indeed. I had a good chance at some points here in 2007, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. My old colleague Takuma Sato, though, he managed to finish 6th, so the team took home 3 valuable points, and that was a big boost to everyone at the time. I'm not sure I can think of anywhere else that so consistently provides the kind of late race excitement we get here. Obviously, towards the end of the Grand Prix, the brakes are getting worn, maybe the weather situation has changed, so there's a lot to keep fighting for all the way up to that final corner.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Tried to cover the inside line off the start.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Ferrari in pole position then, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen.
So after that introduction, here is the strategy that I chose. I just chose the default one that was fastest because I think my time management has improved. And here we go to 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. I forgot what country we were in. How could I do that? I have no idea. I actually really like this track. It reminds me a bit of Monza because it's a high-speed circuit like Monza is. Actually, we had Monza this weekend gone, and Ferrari did quite well there. So hopefully I can also do quite well here. Hopefully better. But a podium would be nice, I think. After what Monaco happened, I would love to see a podium. So yeah, let's just continue. I've actually got a really good start. Nobody has challenged me in turn 1. Obviously our upgrades have worked quite well. Maybe I've just defended the line better than I had in previous episodes. But I am still in first place, it seems, on this first lap. I'm not sure what will happen towards the end of the lap on the main straight because, well, let's see how the slipstream is. I haven't actually seen what the slipstream is like on this. I mean, I think I got quite a good one in the qualifying pace test on in the practice session on Pascal Wehrlein, although he was in a Manor in the wet and I am in a Ferrari. So I'm going to check the radio here. I don't know. I was going to check the radio, see who I was racing and the tyre status because
We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly.
So it doesn't look like anybody's actually tried to make a move on us. I think I am supposed to pit around lap 5, but we'll see what happens. I've set the fastest lap, obviously, because I'm still in first place. Run deep into the corner there. However, not much action really on this first lap, which is sad to see. Yeah, lap 5 to 13, I think that was. So we'll see how it goes from now on. Moving on towards, well, the end of lap 5 now. The tyres feel like ice. However, the wear on them is pretty good. Carlos Sainz, I think, yeah, Carlos Sainz is about to retire. Yellow flags there. Looks like the people behind me have also stayed out for another lap. So I think that is probably the strategy to go on, stay out another lap. Probably pit on lap 6 now, this lap. So I'll just see what the competitors are doing, but I'm ahead of them, so I don't know, I need to make the move really ahead of them. Hopefully maybe try and get an undercut, but we'll see. So yeah, let's see what happens at the end of this lap. Exiting the hairpin now, and you can see the proximity arrows indicating how close Hamilton is, and you can see there, when I looked back there he was, and you can see him in my left rear view mirror there, coming up into slipstream, moving over to the right rear mirror, and there he goes right up my inside and dives into the pits, same as I do. I decided to follow him into the pits so he can't make an undercut on me now. He could get out ahead of me, but he cannot make an undercut. Hopefully my team can get me out ahead. However, I think he'll have right of way coming from behind us. We'll have to wait. There we go. He's out ahead of us. However, we are right behind him. Haven't lost any time. Possibly even gained time onto him. Less of a gap now after the pit stops. Evened it out a little bit. Hopefully we can stay with him. So yeah, we are going to finish the race on this set of soft tyres. However, looking at the wear I had on the super soft tyres, it looks like that will be easy enough. So hopefully we can get up to Hamilton or stay within a second of him until the DRS zone. So let's see what happens into this corner here. Oh, close there, but not close enough. It's not really an overtaking zone. Hopefully maybe soon though I can make a sort of dive bomb move on Hamilton. I know that could be a little bit dirty, however hopefully it won't be making the move. Can I make it? Yes, I can. Down the inside, cut the corner a tiny bit. Possibly a bit aggressive there, but I've made the move stick. However, will he try and come back at me in this DRS zone here, or will he stay behind me? His proximity arrow is nowhere near me really. However, DRS zone is coming up now. Will he stay on me? Will he catch up? What's going on? Is he? I don't really think he's doing anything really. No, it looks like we've defended well, breaking into the final chicane now, warning corner cutting. However, we've made it across, bouncing over there, bunny hopping, and we are well ahead of him, back into P1. So it looks like the order is me, Hamilton, Rosberg, and I think Vettel probably behind him, my teammate. However, I'm not too sure, but anyway, looks like the action for now is over. A few laps later on lap 10 now, and I'm about to lap Esteban Gutierrez, I think that is, in the Haas car. Yeah, Esteban Gutierrez. One of my friends has just come online there. And yeah, my engineer earlier, I don't know where that was, said that he has issues with his car. So, it doesn't seem good. However, he is getting blue flags and he's moved out the way for me there. So hopefully he'll hold up Hamilton, who is actually really close there. You can see on the mini-map, I hope. He's right behind him, and I think he's about to get past him here. Yeah, I think he got past there. So we are still ahead, however, he has also gotten ahead. Despite the timer games lapping Esteban Gutierrez now, coming into the hairpin on lap 15, Hamilton is again right behind us. And you can see the proximity arrows there, and you can see him there in my rear view mirrors on the right one now. You might just be able to see him under the rev thing, but I think we've just about got ahead of him. No, he seems to be catching up with DRS. Look at him, he's in the slipstream. He's going to go down my inside. No, he's not. We're outbraking him, going deep there. Are we going to hit the wall of champions? No, we're not. We're not a champion yet. And there we go, on the pit straight. He's going to have DRS again here. Will he try and make the move down into turn 1? Thanks, engineer. We're 11 seconds ahead of our teammate. How far ahead of Hamilton? Less than a second, I bet. He was within DRS range there, and the proximity arrow is still right behind us. I have got almost no grip at the moment, and Hamilton is closing in. Coming into the hairpin again, and it looks like Hamilton is again with the proximity arrows going to have DRS on us on this straight. The battle is not over here. And it looks like we're probably going to be fighting him all the way to the line, because I have next to no grip. He'll have straight line speed on me, however, it doesn't look like he's closing in at quite the same rate he was on the previous lap. Breaking down into 4th gear, going through there. You can see the proximity arrow. Will he try and get me on this straight? No, it looks like I've got him in the acceleration, probably due to better traction. And breaking into the first corner now. Proximity arrow is still close, but I think I can hold him off now until the hairpin again when that comes around at the later on in this lap towards the end. And again now for the penultimate lap into the hairpin we go, breaking down into 2nd gear. 5 gears we've changed down, and you can see the proximity arrows are closer than they were on the previous lap. Is he going to get us in the DRS zone this time? Hopefully not. I don't want the race to end this way with Hamilton overtaking us on the penultimate lap or even the final lap, but he is really gaining up around my outside. No, he can't fit around there, the wall's in the way. We've made it to keep him behind us so far, however we have one more lap to go. My tyres feel like I am driving on ice right now, no joke. I'm really trying to keep these tyres and this car on the track at all costs, because Hamilton is right behind it, and if I make a single mistake he's going to overtake me for the win. So I need to keep him right behind for just under a lap now, really. 2 sectors almost, I think, coming up to this chicane here. So there will be 2 sectors now. You can see we've gone through the first split, and we are down on our lap time. Coming up to the next chicane now, and you can see the proximity arrow is still with us. He is closer this lap than he has been on any of the previous laps. Almost 2 proximity arrows there. Coming up to the hairpin now. Is he going to get us on this straight? 2 proximity arrows before the braking zone even. However, we are braking later. 2 proximity arrows. Is he going to go up my inside? No, he's not, but he probably, and I think definitely will get DRS, because you can't even see his little blob on the track map. He will probably gain on us. We're going to put it up into rich mix. I'm not sure how much fuel I have left. Probably just over a lap over the target. However, it looks like we have piled him off. Past the wall of champions now, onto the final lap. Is he going to get us with DRS? Doesn't look like he will. We're going to take the win for the Canadian Grand Prix, 2nd win of the season.
We did it, good job.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari. And after this round of the World Championship,
so it's great to have the high of a win after the low of Monaco that we had last episode. As you can see, we came first. It was the same as qualifying really. However, Valtteri Bottas moved ahead of Max Verstappen in this race, so he's going to get some points on the Red Bull. And we are still in fourth, and there we go, still second in the constructors. So yeah, we did quite well, I think. Hopefully I can make some gains on my teammate Sebastian Vettel in the next few races, with maybe a couple more podiums and wins later in the season, and even make some moves onto the Mercedes drivers, maybe Nico Rosberg. However, I'm not going to get too far ahead because our car performance in theory should still be behind, and I seem to be outperforming the Mercedes a lot during qualifying and practice sessions. So I don't know really, just maybe I'm doing well, maybe it's because the difficulty is too low again now, I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think. However, we are doing well in our driver position within the team. I'm gonna skip this somewhere, yeah, there we go. So that's career score. We have a voicemail.
Hi, Emma here. I had a sit down with the executives today to talk about your progress. Long story short, they're happy. Keep it up.
So that is very good to hear after they weren't too happy with us a few races ago really. So there you can see the career progress. Hopefully we'll get our drag upgrade next episode, so that will help us in Baku maybe. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you next time for Baku. Bye!